The Bears defense has improved week by week and now ranks 6th in the NFL. Armstrong, the veteran McMichael, Zorich, Richard Dent, the pass rusher, Smith, the ex-Cowboy, Dante Jones, and Joe Keane, the linebackers. Donnell Wolford, they say here in Chicago, as good as any corner in the league. Lincoln may be picked on. He starts his second game. Gale and Carrier, two tough-hitting safeties. The handoff to McCallum. And Napoleon McCallum, the first lieutenant, has a first down on a rare opportunity. He picks up 10 yards.
That's Gerald Perry. He's facing Perry. One of the best kept secrets, I think. Whoop, Richard Dent offended a little bit. Gerald Perry, don't do that. That's it. No, don't get in there, Mr. Official. Stay out of the way of those two guys.
Third and a long yard and a half. And Smith stopped. So they go to the fullback, and Steve Smith, who doesn't get many opportunities to run the ball, has been used often on this drive, but doesn't make it this time. Back in Chicago, the refrigerator is healthy, but he's been unplugged. The fridge, 9 years in the league, and folk hero. Remember 85 season, the climax of that great year, and the refrigerator plowing into the end zone in the Super Bowl. And the fridge now just offering emotional and moral support on the sideline. His daddy was 380, and he said his mom 280. He said, I was born to be big. And that was always the problem with Ditka, his weight. And the Bears have another in the huddle now. Ironhead, acquired from New Orleans as a free agent. They say he's 290 in the program.
Yeah, right.
Ironhead
does an excellent job of bouncing outside. You can see all three linebackers are there. Robinson keeps his wits about him. Donnell Wolford, 21, helps. Spellman finally on the tackle. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Chicago Bears change their defense to accommodate these wide splits. Look at those wide eyes by Alonzo Spellman.
Has stopped them 3 and out the last 2 times. From the 3-yard line, Harbaugh. Own end zone wide open, but Anderson cuts in to intercept. Eddie Anderson to the 5 and denied the touchdown, out of bounds at the 2. It appeared Curtis Conway was open down the sidelines, but Anderson, playing deep center field, cut over to make the steal. As Smith and McCallum, and it's Napoleon McCallum with a touchdown.
We'll give you the play in just a minute.
Anderson with a hard-earned 6-7 yards. Winston Moss, waddle in motion. And it's Neil Anderson. First down across the 25-yard line. Lionel Washington chopped him down.
He's still hurt, too. Washington is still down. He got hit in the head.
Veteran from Tulane, Lionel Washington.
You see the play by the way Ironhead is going is designed to go to the right. Anderson cuts back. It looks like a knee right in the side of the helmet that kind of dung Washington.
Neil Anderson, who replaced the immortal Walter Payton in the backfield for the Bears and had some big seasons for Mike Ditka, 3 times over 1,000 yards. 88, he was also over 1,000, but look what's happened since. Each year, decreasing yardage, and he starts today with 378 yards on the ground. Burrow's close to the 30, a gain of almost 4.
And you know, Dick, you're talking about Neil Anderson. When he takes the ball now, he's got both arms around it like he's a fullback. He doesn't want to cough the ball up. He used to be a guy who carried it out here and was very confident with the guys in front of you. He doesn't appear to have that confidence in the offensive line.
Thus far in this game, neither Hostetler nor Harbaugh has more than 20 yards passing.
That's amazing. But what the Bears are doing is committing one more guy to stop the run, and here comes Gale. Inside out, stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now that's the Bears' choice here. Commit 8 to stop the run, where to this point they've been committing 7.
Steve McMichael, who is only 2 games away from Walter Payton's record in terms of longevity as a Bear. That's his 4th sack.
This is Alonzo Spellman on the outside on Gerald Perry. and he starts it, and then you see McMichael already from the inside. Excellent job by 76. He gets by Max Montoya, 65. Very unusual. Montoya, one of the league's best pass protectors.
Another ice bag for the Hawks.
Another one.
Starts for the 15-yard line. Harbaugh to Anderson for 4. Joe Kelly got a hand in there to trip him up.
Offensive line is where they have to start. He said, we're not drafting offensive linemen. We're going for the free agents.
The Hawks on third down. And 74, Fontenot stripped it away for a moment, but Hostetler recovers. Albert Fontenot, rookie from Baylor, makes the play.
Good coverage downfield by the Bears. You see the twist run by the Bears up front. When he steps out, watch 74. He's on the ground now. From the right, knocks the ball right out of his hands. But again, the bounces have gone the Raiders' way today. Right back to Hostetler.
I remember Ty Montgomery at the end of the first half had it fumbled right back to himself. Gossett kicking with the wind, drills it to Obi at the 21. And Obi with a good return to the 36-yard line. That's a big play for Chicago.
Yes,
listen to it. Cheer. 50-yard kick, 15 on the return by Terry Obi.
He's coming in on Hoskins, number 20. Yeah, he's down at the legs, and I think his helmet hits right on the knee of Hoskins, and Waddle goes to the sideline.
Oh, Harbaugh now was Waddle losing.
And he's their primary receiver with the injuries to Wendell Davis.
Anthony Morgan released. They're really thin there. Anderson on 1st and 20. And the Raiders giving the run, and Anderson gets it out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a good look at those tranquil waters of Lake Michigan. A month from now, it may not be that way. Hardly tranquil there at the eyes. 97, Chris Zorich. Now at 284 pounds, a former Notre Dame star. Hostetler on first down throwing to Tim Brown, another Domer, and he has about 9 yards. You can be sure Zorich and Brown and the rest of the country will be watching closely Saturday 1:30 Eastern, Notre Dame and Florida State, the battle for number 1.
Zorich makes the tackle. That's a defensive tackle. 9 yards down the field making the tackle. I mean,
that's why Wanstead said there's one of the men that I wouldn't want to trade. And Ditka felt the same way about him when he drafted him. 49, he said, I was born to be a Bear. Dreamed about playing for the Bears. And one of those kids that just gives you even more than he has. That'll be good for the first down. A short shot by Steve Smith. And Hostetler has another set of 4 downs. Zorich again in on the tackle.
And Mike Ditka said when the comment was made about Zorich, he's too short to be defensive tackle in the NFL. He said, well, that was true about Mike Singletary, too. He was too short to be a middle linebacker in the NFL.
Went to the same high school as Butkus here in Chicago, Vocational High. And Mike once told us that he possessed the finest character he'd ever seen. Greeted by boos as he returns to the huddle. He's missed on 7 in a row, hasn't completed a pass since Chicago's second possession back in the opening quarter.
2 for 10 for 11 yards.
But the problem is, he says, 1, maybe I'm holding on to it too long. 2, the line not giving him enough time. 3, the receivers aren't looking quickly enough. It all hooks together. Bob Christian in for Hayward as Harbaugh runs it out of bounds, and Moss will get a flag for a late hit. $4 million quarterback is Harbaugh, who tested free agency, and there were rumors out in Los Angeles that he might become a Raider. Art Shell was very fond of him in the workout. It was quite conceivable that Hostetler would be the Bear quarterback and Harbaugh would be in Los Angeles.
I know what the response of the Chicago Bears fans are saying right now. We wish it had been.
Yeah, this young guy is okay. Waddle breaks the tackle, and he's all the way to the 25-yard line. Out of bounds, 27. 36-yard play, the longest of the day.
That's just a 3-step drop, and then Washington misses the tackle completely. Waddle, who never gives up. absolutely never gives up. This is just a hitch play. He stops, he throws it. Washington slips, and then he can't hang on. Waddle's a kid from Cincinnati. This guy is more like Fred Biletnikoff than any player playing in the game today. A hands receiver.
First time for the Bears on the Raider half of the field. This is Christian, who played at Northwestern, and he's inside the 20. And the Bears picking up some momentum. They're down by 13, midpoint of the third quarter.
This they call their Rhino offense with Hayward and Christian in there together. Christian comes out as a receiver. This time McDaniel misses the tackle. And this all started with that big penalty on Winston Moss.
Second down, a long 1.5, closer to 2. Hayward gets into the act, and he gets about 5, and a first down at the 14 of the Raiders. Nolan Harrison makes the stop.
And you know, Dick, we made fun of Ironhead Hayward and his chocolate donut at practice yesterday. But for his size, straight ahead, he's an amazing athlete. He really is. An excellent blocker. Has a very, I'm going to say this as kindly as I can, a very low center of gravity.
Oh, you clever diplomat, you. What a wayward words.
There's the original.
Refridge. So the Bears trying to erupt out of their hibernation of 3 straight games, looking for a touchdown, and it's Hayward. And he plows for 5 more. Half the Raider defense to bring him down at the 10-yard line.
All right, again, this is the Rhino offense. You've got Christian 44 up front, and Hayward follows him. And that's dragging about half of the Raider defense with him.
Willie Broughton was the first man to get his hands on Hayward, who outweighs anyone on the Raider defense. They finally slow him down, straighten him, and push him back after reaching the 7-yard line. It'll be third and about 2.5.
Christian to the right. He is the lead blocker. It doesn't really make much contact with Anthony Smith, 94.
First and goal from the 3. Anderson back in. He gets the touchdown. Caps it on a 3-yard run. First touchdown in 42 possessions.
Goodness. Watch the lead block here by Hayward. He gets 2 of them, Dick. The play comes right here. They take Christian out. Ironhead leads. There's 1. There's 2. And Anderson cuts right inside for the easy score. This is the touchdown, Dick, from behind the defense. This is super slow-mo. Look at the job they did caving down the onside. The kick out by 73 and also Ironhead. And Neil Anderson makes it almost untouched to the end zone. That's a good job by the strong side. And Wojciechowski, a nice pull there out in front of Neil Anderson.
First down, Robinson to the left side. Flags down and no gain. Good play made on the corner by linebacker Vincent Smith, the ex-Cowboy. Smith, and the Bears were ready. Zorich held his ground.
It gets crowded in there playing defensive tackle. He's got Wisniewski in front of him. It's another trap. This time Montoya, 65. The right guard comes to pull the trap, and Zorich hammers him right to the ground. Max Montoya is great at a lot of things. At this age and the years he's been in the NFL, trapping is not one of them. Zorich took advantage of it there, just collapsed the hole.
There's a minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. Smith fumbles, and for the third time today. A Raider fumble bounces right back to a Los Angeles player. Joe Kane made the tackle and forced the ball free.
Smith normally very sure-handed. Kane is going to come from the left-hand side. It's a blitz. There he appears. Just helmet hit the ball right out.
Stedler down the middle. Horton, the tight end, a twisting catch for a first down inside the 25. Top 10 released today, and to no surprise, Florida State and Notre Dame 1 and 2. I bet you can't guess what's coming next. Oh, and by golly, we're going to have that for you next Saturday. I want to remind you, 1:30 Eastern, 10:30. And it's Obi who gives way to Tim Worley, the former Steeler. And Worley, saying his first duty with the Bears, is out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Maybe that's the man that can awaken the Bears offense. Tim Worley. Well, they didn't take the time out on the field, and Harbaugh on the run hits Obi. His first catch, 15 yards, and a first down at midfield.
Straight drop back, and this is without question the most time that Harbaugh has had, and he's still flushed out of the pocket. Continues to look downfield. You got to admire this Harbaugh kid. A lot of quarterbacks in that situation either fall on the ground or take off. He's still trying to make the completions.
Trailing 16-7, it's Anderson. And now the passing game, opening up the running game, and of course that whole manner of complementing the two forms of attack. Second down and 5. Anderson kicking his way and has a first down inside the 40.
He's a flyer.
Anderson spinning, and he's getting about 5 yards a try here. 5, 5, and 5, and inside the Raider 35 before Nolan Harrison can twist him down, and Washington can secure Neil Anderson, who's had a good day, 62 yards. Good day and now good night. Harbaugh to Christian. And the all-time rusher in Northwestern history up the road in Evanston has a first down at the 22. 12 yards on the play.
Waddle comes in motion, and he's going to pick off the man where Christian runs the pattern. Very well designed. Harbaugh puts it right on the money. There's another big fullback, that Bob Christian.
He's only 5'10", but carries 225. 0 for 6 on third down is the report on the Bears, who look at 3rd and 8. Harbaugh's fingers. And he's got it at the 11-yard line.
Dick, that was a design play.
So they cheer Harbaugh now.
That's a quarterback draw. They run a 4-wide receiver set, spread out the defense. Well called. Now you can tell it's a design play because watch the offensive lineman. Set, go downfield. You know immediately. He's got 3 people out there to escort him. Picks up the first down. Part of the everyday playing football. Hayward, excellent block on 51 Wallace. Now watch at the end of this play. Terry McDaniel, hands to the face. Auzine pulls him away.
Harbaugh at his own 34 has 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning. Needs a couple of possessions and a quick strike. Anderson with him in the backfield. He gets Waddle on the sidelines, and James Trapp bumps him out of bounds right at the stick. 2:21. Harbaugh underneath, and that might be just enough as Jones drills the receiver. It was Anderson. Harbaugh to Waddle. Right into a crunching tackle by Derek Hoskins. And Waddle not getting up too quickly.
Remember, he already been out once. We got a knee to the head.
That was the dung earlier. This is the ding. The other was the dung. Huh?
This is a double dung right here. Yeah, because of an injury, they're charged a timeout.
So that'll be the last time out for the Bears. To Christian, tackled by Jones. What a job by Christian to drag him out of bounds and stop the clock. That was a heck of an effort by this 11th round pick by Atlanta a couple of years ago. And Banks in the game as a fourth wide receiver, and Harbaugh throws down the middle. 2 Banks and a first down at the 13-yard line. Banks released by the Miami Dolphins a week ago. Second touchdown catch of the season. They beat James Trapp, the rookie on the corner. 13-yard play. Well thrown.
That's just Harbaugh's 5th touchdown thrown this season. And if nothing else, the Chicago Bear football team, with all of its problems, again today, shows great character, perseverance. They're not about to give up. This is the fade pattern. Trapp is the man in coverage, a young man, and Obi does a great job of getting around him. Now Trapp is another one of those speedsters of the Los Angeles Raiders. Beautifully thrown by Harbaugh. He puts enough arc in the ball that Obi can run under it.
And it's loose. And the Bears have it at the 49-yard line. Oh, my. Poorly done by the Raiders. They just seem to be waiting for someone else to go after it.
But the guys go up front and block. The first one is Lionel Washington, 48, who goes after it, and then Tim Brown can't get to it. And I did not pick up the Bear who made the recovery.
Harbaugh on a draw.
Shirt can't hang on.
And where are those fans that were booing Harbaugh earlier? He has positioned his team with a touchdown throw and that run well in field goal range.
Came down to the wire. Jim Harbaugh out of his own end zone, picked off by Eddie Anderson. The Raiders led it 3-0 in the second quarter. He takes it down to the 1. And the former Navy midshipman, Nat McCallum, takes it in 10-0 Raiders. 13-0 third quarter. Neil Anderson follows Ironhead in. 13-7 now Raiders. 16-7 Raiders late in the fourth. Jim Harbaugh looking for Terry Obee. 13-yard score. 16-14 Raiders. The ensuing kickoff. The onside kick ricochets off a Raider. Loose ball. Bears recover. They got a chance to move into field goal range and win this one. Art Shell in shot. First play. Jim Harbaugh. Doing what any good Michigan QB can do. Run. 25 yards into field goal range. A flag for a late hit. 1 second to go. Kevin Butler. 30-yard field goal attempt. Mr. Reliable. No. He had missed a 20-yarder earlier. Art Shell. Do you think Art escaped with a victory? He can't believe it. 16-14 the final in this one. The Bears just 47 first half yards. Butler said, I didn't miss because of the wins. I just hooked it. Chicago has dropped 3 in a row.